What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Fluttershy, and welcome to a Brony podcast. I'm your host, Fluttershy, and yeah. So this is only gonna be like a one-topic thing this time because first off, I don't have any ideas for this particular podcast video thingamafucker. I don't know. It is a video. It's in a video format and shit like that, and it's also, but it's just gonna be a still image of, like, my banner or something like that. Which, by the way, I hope you enjoy the new banner, although I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be as good as my original banner. Maybe I'll use the original, I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that during editing. Okay, fine, you can see the old original banner for, like, 2 seconds, or however long it takes to get to the... yeah. While I'm doing that, while I'm focused on the editing of this video podcast thing, there's a topic I'd like to talk about. So, and it makes no sense, honestly, why people are making a big deal out of this. This is really stupid, in my opinion. And it's all it comes down to, really, is opinion. But honestly, I don't know what is wrong with people these days. Okay, so I'm gonna go, because I have my PS4 set up. There we go. There is a thing on Facebook called Boys Can Be Princesses Too. And it's a group / page on Facebook that is dedicated to showing that, wearing dresses in general and basically being feminine is not just for women and girls. And that I can totally get behind because I myself am gender fluid. I'm gender fluid / non-binary. In other words, I act manly sometimes. I could be a man and a woman at the same time. I could be a girl as well. I could just wear dresses all I want and things like that. There are days, honestly, where you just feel feminine. You just feel like you want to dress like the opposite gender. You want to be feminine. You want to be girly. But although most of the time I kind of consider myself a girly girl. I wear cat ears, I wear tiaras. Well, cat ears can be for anybody, really. But I wear tiaras sometimes. I wear My Little Pony headbands. Which, again, My Little Pony is not just for girls, it's for everyone. Because, as you can tell by the title of this video and the whole series I've been doing, the Brony podcast. But I also wear dresses. I actually want to get a Princess Peach dress, but the problem is those things are too expensive and I don't have the money. Plus, I don't exactly know my size when it comes to this sort of thing, so if I end up getting one, I don't want it to be too big or too small. I want it to fit me, where I can actually wear it, and stuff like that. So, yeah. But basically, and this is really fucking stupid, Boys Can Be Princesses 2 photos go viral on Facebook, and it shows basically a black child, a black boy, and his mother, again also black. But of course that doesn't make any sense, or that doesn't fucking mean anything at all. Because in my personal opinion, it doesn't matter what gender you are, it doesn't matter what race you are, what religion you have, it doesn't fucking matter. Anybody can wear... because honestly, clothes are just clothes. Clothes have no gender. And if you look back at history, men used to wear dresses and things like that all the time. And, look at the Scottish people. Look at the Highlanders. They wear kilts, which are basically skirts. And... well, I tell you, some of those can... They're more manly than you'll ever be. And I personally love what this group on Facebook is doing and what this... what these people are doing. because it basically proves that anybody can be who they want to be. It doesn't matter what your race is or gender. You can be whoever you want to be. It doesn't matter what you are, who you are, whatever. But of course, there are people that are having problems with it. And I have a few comments I'm going to pull up here. And I'll screenshot them as well, so you guys and gals can see as well, so you guys and gals can read along with me, because it's really important that you do, because you need to get an idea of what people's mindsets are. Now, obviously, there's this group, and this is on the Chaos Chytist, Chytist, whatever the fuck that is. Chaos Chytist, I think. I don't know. So on their page, on their post as well. And honestly, I don't really see why people are making a big deal out of it. Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna name names because I really want to put these people out there. I really want people to know how fucked up things could be. I don't care if they come barging at my door killing me. I don't give a shit. So there's this person called Christy McBee. She says, and then parents wonder why their little boys get beat up at school. Okay, first and foremost, that made no sense. Like, I mean, they're still boys. Just because they're wearing dresses, that doesn't mean... I mean, yeah, just because they act feminine and look feminine does not exactly mean that they are. Just wearing a simple dress, maybe a tiara or something like that, doesn't exactly mean, you're a girl. You're still a boy, you're still born with a penis and things like that, but, it doesn't automatically mean you're a full-fledged female, so that, in quotations, doesn't make any sense. It's not like, he's in drag, where, if you're doing drag, if you're, acting the part, if you're looking the part, and also acting a part, it basically drag, they want to be known as female. If they're in drag, if they're like RuPaul, for example, and things like that, that they want to be known as a gender that they are, that they're basically portraying. If they wear a dress and heels and makeup and wigs and things, like, basically if they act as feminine as fuck, and if they want to be called female, you damn well better call them female. But if they make themselves out to be men and boys and things like that, you treat them as such. I don't really get what the whole big deal is. And honestly, it's because of people, at the time, it's because of people like this. Like, back when I was still in school, I mean, yeah, I did wear a dress 1 or 2 times while I was in high school, but it was never a common occurrence. It was never, I'll wear it whenever. No. I actually wore it during, like, 3rd or 4th period, and not, like, at the very beginning of the day. Because at that time, I was still afraid to be myself. In general, I was afraid to basically come out as gender fluid. Honestly, I didn't even know what gender fluidity was, or what non-binary was at the time. And, I actually turned out just fine. And if I would have gotten the shit beat out of me at school, it wouldn't have mattered. Because nobody would have done anything about it anyway. And that may be different. Oh, it's because you were in high school and not in elementary or middle school, like what, these kids are, these boys. Well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, in this world, you can still get the shit beat out of you for being gay. You can still get the shit out of you for being lesbian. You can still get the shit out of you, shit beat out of you for being different. And being gender fluid like myself. So honestly, I think to people that are gay or lesbian or any part of the LGBT community at all, and if you're someone like me who's gender fluid / non-binary, it takes fucking guts. It really does. it takes skill and guts to go out and be yourself. Because there are people out there that will hate on you and they'll hurt you. They will possibly kill you. And you should not be deterred from that. You should be like, oh, whatever, that's their problem. And be yourself. Always be yourself. Unless you can be a cat. Then be a cat. Mew. But there are some people, that are proving this bitch wrong. Not around here. Nowadays, you're not even popular unless you're gay. Times have changed. And then this, that was from someone else, not Christy. But Christy said, definitely not here in Tennessee or practically anywhere in the South, or better known as the Bible Belt. Oh, here we go, making shit about the fucking Bible. Honestly, my thoughts on all this, God doesn't exist, okay? I've made this point before. The Bible is just fucking stupid, okay? Because, and I'll get later on into it why I think that. But first off, by them calling it the Bible Belt, it just proves you're a fucking idiot. If a little boy starts dressing and acting like a girl, he will get beat up. I am not saying it is right, but parents should not allow/force their kids into what they want them to be. And at that young of an age, that do not even know what gay or being lesbian or transgender even is. Okay, what the fuck does wearing a dress have to do with being gay or lesbian or transgendered? Now, let me ask you that. Let me fucking ask you that question. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with, being yourself? I mean, just because a boy or even a man wears a dress, just because they wear a dress does not mean they're transgendered, doesn't mean they're gay, doesn't mean anything. It just means that they like wearing dresses and overall being feminine. So, what? Is the next person I'm gonna see is wearing a dress, am I gonna have to call them gay now? I mean, what the fuck? And what if they're not? Then they're gonna get offended because... Or they're gonna be like, no, whatever, I guess there are people that they take this shit differently. One person was like, oh, are you gay? And they're like, no. And there are some people that may take offense to that, be like, yeah, I am, so what's the problem? So, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, we're talking about a little kid. I mean, obviously, of course they're not gonna fucking understand what, being gay or lesbian or transgendered even is, or what it means. And until later. But the thing about it is, what does that even have to do with anything? What does that even mean? Okay, what does that have to do with a boy wearing a dress? And it's the same thing with Harry Styles. When people made that big of a deal on Twitter when he was wearing a dress for the cover of Vogue, or Vogue in general. I don't really know if he made the front cover, but you get the idea. He was wearing a dress and people got crazy about it. They're like, oh, we need to bring back manly men, we need to do this, we need to do that. Basically toxic masculinity as a fucking whole. And this particular post that they did, this particular post is about that. I'm not saying blah, 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 blah. It lays in the hands of the parents because they are disappointed that they didn't get the gender that they were hoping for or wanted with their baby. No. That's not exactly... Okay, that may be the case in some people, but not everybody. You can't just put everybody into the same pool, okay? You can't just put everybody into the same fucking thing. Like with their previous statement when they do not even know what gay or being lesbian or transgendered even is. You can't put all gay people or transgendered people into the same pool as, gender fluid people or non-binary people or even little kids that are playing make-believe, or that if they want to be a princess, then let them be a princess. You can't... Don't just mark them as gay because they may not come out as that. I mean, they could, but they also couldn't. This person has no fucking clue what the hell they're talking about. And, of course, these are one of those fake Christians you have to watch out for. Because, and again, I'll show you why that is. Blah, blah, blah. So therefore, they force them into being what they, the parents, want them to be, and it is wrong. Okay, no. Again, not every single parent is going to be that way. Sure, you're going to have some that force them into being what they want, but not every single parent. Hell, and again, you could say, oh, I'm almost 21 now, so it's whatever. But if I was a young kid, and if I was like 4 or 5 or something like that, and if I wanted to wear a dress or whatever, it wouldn't be because they would force me to be. It's because they think, yeah, go for it, They're not exactly forcing anything onto them. And again, like I said, that's only some parents, other parents, they may be like, yeah, I'll force you to wear whatever the fuck you want, or whatever I want, because we don't like you being a boy, we wanted a girl instead, and blah, 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 and those parents are fucking wrong, honestly. To the parents that actually force them, and that I do understand. So I disagree with this person, and I agree with this person at the same time. I disagree about most of what this person says, what Christy says, but I do believe in, that it is in fact wrong to force this on a child just because you didn't like what your kid came out as. If your kid was a boy and you wanted a girl, or vice versa, that's just wrong. And then this person even says people should be grateful that their baby is healthy and not force them into what sex they wanted them to be. And that is true, but if you look at the article, and if you look at the overall pictures, these parents aren't exactly forcing their children into doing anything. So honestly, why in the fuck? Why are you bringing this up anyway? And or at least if it does say that, or if it does mention that, I did not get that vibe from it. I didn't get that vibe that these parents are forcing their children to do it. And honestly, I've seen some of the pictures on there where some of the fathers also dress up as either the same princess or a different princess as the child. So, if anything, they're not forcing their kid to doing anything. Because if they force their kid to do something, then they would not take part in it. They wouldn't do that. Now, honestly, I think, and let me just say it right here. If I ever had a son, if I ever had a kid in general, but mostly a son, I would allow him to wear, I would let him be himself. If he wanted to wear a dress, that's fine. If he wanted to wear makeup and be feminine as fuck, do it. I'm not stopping him. And I should also encourage that. Be like, hey, be who you want to be. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You are who you are. And no one can stop you from being who you are. Sure, they can discourage you, but that doesn't mean you should stop. Keep going. Keep being, feminine. I'm not just gonna tell my kid no. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking tell my child that they can't be feminine, they can't wear dresses because it's not right. Boys shouldn't wear dresses because it's wrong. If you have that mentality that boys and men cannot wear dresses, you're a part of the problem with society. I'm gonna fucking say that right now. You are the problem with society. You are causing people to be afraid to be themselves. And some of these kids, because of the fact that their parents will in fact disown them, they will basically kick them out of the house, or they're gonna disown them and be like, you know what, you're not our kid anymore. Because of the fear that these kids have, they are afraid to even tell their parents. And that's why I think a lot of people are afraid to come out of the closet as gay or lesbian or whatever, is because they're afraid that their parents are going to, talk shit about them and be like, oh, you're no longer our son or daughter because you're lesbian, you're gay, you're gender fluid, whatever. I've had some friends, both on Facebook and somewhat in reality, that have had that issue where they were disowned by their parents, and their parents thought, even less of them than they already did because they came out as gender fluid or gay or whatever. And that's not how you should be. If you do that, if you are a parent or a grandparent, aunt, uncle, whatever, and you do that, you are a shitty fucking parent. No lie, no joke. You do not deserve to have children. And if you think you're gonna be this way toward like, even if you don't have kids, if you don't have any kids and you feel like you're gonna be this way towards them, if you have that mentality that men and boys can't wear dresses and be feminine or be princesses as a whole, then do not ever have children. Because I'm gonna feel bad for those kids that you're not giving them the freedom to not only express themselves and be themselves, but also, the ability to basically play. Because what these kids are doing, not only are they exploring what they could be, some of these kids are exploring they could be, gender fluid or whatever, and they're overall just playing make believe. They're having fun. Basically, let children be children. And you don't even have to. Honestly, you don't have to agree with me on this. You don't have to be like, oh, I mean, you don't have to think that men and boys can wear dresses. I mean, if you think that they can't, then by all means, that's your opinion. But don't force it onto your child. Let your child make that decision. And if they're too young to make that decision, then, if they want to wear a dress and whatever, then let them. Okay? They're not hurting anybody. They're not hurting anything. They're just, they're playing. They're having fun. Now, as much as I despise little fucking kids, I hate little kids. I hate kids in general. But, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, why are you telling people, especially little kids and kids in general, that they can't be who they want to be? And also, I see the stigma all the time where, boys and men can't wear dresses and skirts and be feminine, but girls can wear jeans and become basically tomboys, and women and girls can wear men's clothing, but men can't wear girls' clothing. That's fucking sexist if I ever heard it. And you might be saying, oh, that's not sexist because women are doing this. It's still sexist, okay? If you cannot agree that, men and women can wear whatever they want, and boys and girls as well as the fact that clothes are just clothes, again, you're another part of the problem. Because that clothes are just clothes. Clothes have no gender. They never had gender. And, just some fucking retard just came passing by, be like, you know what? Pink is for girls, blue is for boys, dresses are for girls, skirts are for girls, but, other things are for guys, and guys can't play with dolls, but girls can, It was made by some idiot that wants to ruin the lives of other people. And that was like the fucking early days of not giving a shit. Nowadays, with the whole LGBT community and the whole movement that's on there, people are becoming themselves. Hopefully, at some point, we can get rid of the stigma. We can get rid of these people, these homophobic people, that basically say that you cannot be who you want to be, and if you are gay, bisexual, whatever, you're getting fucked. Get out of here. Shoot out of my house, and which is wrong. You should never do that. But it's sad that people actually do that. People that, some parents actually do boot their kids out of the house once they find out that they're gay or gender fluid or something like that. And it sucks. Because where the fuck is that kid gonna go? They have most likely they have nowhere else to go, And, so another person that's going and attack Christy over here. You think being gay equates to being weak? I've seen quite a few gay men and trans women beat the fuck out of full-grown men. Don't get it twisted. And those little boys better learn to keep their hands to themselves. And that is true. And Christy, did I ever say that? No, I did not. And the only reason the trans people beat the hell out of people, as you say, is because they claim to be the opposite sex. For example, if a man says he identifies as female, you saying that gives him the right to beat on a female because he identifies as one. That's not what that guy was saying at all, okay? Okay. Oh my god, this is proof that people will always be fucking stupid. So this person is saying you think that being gay that equates to being weak, blah blah blah. If you gay man and trans women beat the fuck out of full grown men. And this bitch over here, Christy, is over here talking about only reason that trans people beat the hell out of people, as you say, is because they claim to be opposite sex. No. Because people are disrespecting them. Now, yes, I do agree that men should not beat up on women at all. However, if the woman initiated combat first, if they're over here giving you shit for it, if they're doing things that should not be done, sometimes you need to give these women a little bit of the old 1-2. You gotta give them a little punch. Let's see. Screw all that bullshit. There are only two, count them, two genders. Male and female, and all this other crap is ridiculous, stupid bullshit. Well, okay, I may get a little bit of flack for saying this, but I do agree that there are two genders, male and female. I have heard that there were going to be a lot more genders out there, but something happened. Basically, from what I've heard, men are mutations of some chromosomes and shit, and whole science-y bullshit behind that, and it's weird. I'm not even gonna really get into that, honestly. And Christy, from the look of things, I'm guessing you identify as male. I don't know, I don't care, okay? Let people do it again. And I commented, I live in the most redneck part of Ohio and have not been attacked and beaten. I mean, I have been attacked. Yes, I have been jumped and I've almost died in some cases. But it was never because it was gender fluid. Honestly, at least not yet. Do not get any ideas, people. Do not get any ideas. So, yeah, basically it's because people fucking hate me. They don't like me in general, and so they want to try to, beat the shit out of me. But then there are people that are on my side of things saying to Christy, maybe because y'all raising your kids to be assholes. And then Emma, she's fucking awesome. Christy, teach your kids not to touch mine for dressing how they want, because mine will be taught to put yours in a coma for that. Exactly. Like, honestly, I don't condone violence in any way, shape, or form. But there are times where you have to, again, give people the old 1-2. You gotta fight. You gotta be like Joe Dirt and have these people talking to microphone number 1, microphone number 2. Okay, you gotta go Joe Dirt on their ass. And, except be a lot more successful in actually beating the shit out of someone instead of getting the shit beat out of you. But yeah, if I ever had children, in general, I will teach them to defend themselves and to, maybe not exactly be violent towards people, but if push came to shove, if there were times where, if I ever had, if I ever had a kid, which I don't think I ever will, but if I ever do, I'm teaching them how to not only defend themselves, but I'm also teaching them that if someone tries to fight them because of being gender fluid or, wearing a dress or whatever, oh boy, get ready to fucking die, kid. Not my kid, but the kid that's doing that thing to my kid, the other side, okay? The other kid. Let them get the shit beat out of them. Okay, so Christy says, my kids are not assholes. Do you all not bother to read things? No. Do you not bother to fucking read things? I mean, come on. You're an asshole. Oh my fucking god, I don't agree with attacking anyone physically all because of their sexuality. All I said was that kids this young do not have the mentality to know what being gay, lesbian, or transgender is. If kids at this age are acting like the other sex, then they have been forced by their parents to act accordingly. No, they're... No. No. And again, only some parents may do this, but not all of them. Don't put all the parents into one fucking pool, okay? Don't do that. Because there are some that don't do that. And all because the parents are not happy with their child's gender because they want the baby child to be the gender that they are forcing their kid to be. Again, that's not the fucking case. But you know what? Fuck it. Christy has already basically redeemed herself as being a complete fucking retard, okay? Being a complete idiot. And again, that's what I expect from people in the South, honestly. That's because, and again, not everybody from the South is going to be with this mentality. But a lot of them are, sadly, because these areas, you got a bunch of rednecks and hillbillies that are stuck in their ways and have been taught by their grandparents and great-grandparents and mothers and fathers that were taught by their parents and blah, blah, blah. Basically, genetics and generations. To basically hate on other people that are not basically them. If you're not a redneck and if you wear dresses as a guy or whatever, you're weak, whatever. And that is pretty sad. That happens. Like, why can't, I mean, like, you know, by me not wearing a dress, or by me wearing it, does it really matter if I am or not? You know, does it really matter if I'm wearing a dress or not? Does it matter if I'm being feminine or not? No. Am I hurting you? No. Maybe I'm hurting your fucking eyes, but at that point, I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't care if I'm hurting your eyes or your brain or your fucking ass. I don't care. Because these people seem to think that it's bad for people to wear dresses and things like that. And it's wrong. Okay? You should never think that way. And I can't stress this enough. Okay, you're all really stupid. Seriously, I never one time said that I condone these acts. Read what I actually said and stop trying to make my comment into something it isn't. Well, you've already basically proven the fact that you're a fucking idiot. And then she responded to me finally. I don't think Ohio is in the Bible Belt, and don't think Ohio is considered a southern state. Well, okay. It may not really be considered a southern state at all. You know, because you got things like Georgia, and you got Texas. Which, I mean, some people would say in Georgia is fucking whatever. And you got Texas. And you got some other states that are being considered that way. But I think in most, if not all states, there are southern towns. There are towns that are, you know, that they may as well be in the South because they act like it. They sound like it. They act like it. They look like it. Basically, where I live, like I said before, with the whole hillbilly redneck thing, you know, where I live, basically these people are from the goddamn South, or they're raised in such a way that you would not be mistaken, or, you know, for thinking that way. You wouldn't be wrong for thinking that either, because, I mean, just listen to how some of the people talk around here, and listen to how some of the people act and what their morals are, and there you go. And that's why I hate it here, mostly. It's because people don't really like me because I'm gender fluid and the fact that I'm different from other people. Anyways, I digress. Every one of you, all that are ass hurt over a damn comment, seriously need to get a better life. Actually, no, you need to get a better life because you're the one that's talking shit. You're the one that is basically being an asshole. And when people actually, you know, when people actually try to defend things and they call you out for your bullshit, then you start, I mean, that's a fucking trend here. People get called out on their bullshit, and then they're either like, oh, no, I never meant it that way. Oh, no, I that's not what I'm saying. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, that's exactly what you're saying, fucking dumbass, okay? Now, sure, again, I can agree with you on some things. Some. But the majority of what you're saying is complete bullshit. Get it through your thick fucking pussy, or shut the fuck up. And so I said, whatever, ... the Bible is fucking stupid. And, you know, and I said that. I'm not afraid to say that. I don't care. To be honest, boys can wear dresses and not be forced. Some kids are smart as fuck. Christy, and responded to me, if a boy is in a dress at a very young age, his parents put that dress on him. Kids do not have the understanding and mentality to know what being gay is at a very young age. Yes, that is true that kids do not have that mentality at that age. But how the fuck do you know? And that's also a thing I probably should have pointed out. There might be some kids, like I said, that are smart as fuck. And, some kids, they may know and understand what being gay is or what being transgender is. Because it's all about their parents teaching them things. The sooner I can teach my son or daughter about LGBT stuff and how good it is of the movement, then that's whatever. The better. I'm not going to force my kid into doing something that they don't want to do. But if my kid actively wants to wear a dress, or be feminine, or be a princess, or whatever, then, yeah. And honestly, call me crazy, but if I ever had a kid, I would have myself a son and a daughter, both really young, and, and obviously this doesn't mean anything, but if my daughter wanted, my son to play with her, play makeup and dolls and, whatever, I would actually have some dresses for him as well, and not just, my daughter. And yeah, so I would plan ahead. It's always smart to plan ahead, no matter what the situation is. And here I said, just because a boy wears a dress does not mean that he's gay. And it's true. And it also doesn't mean that he's going to come out as such. Like, look at me. I'm gender fluid, but that doesn't exactly mean that I'm gay. Because I'm not. Christy, and why do you have to trash talk a Bible? It has never done anything to you for you to be so mean towards it. You're treating that thing like it's a fucking object that's real. You're treating it like it's a fucking sentient thing. It's not. It's just a book with paper in between it, which is basically what a book is. And at first off, it's so outdated, right? It's very outdated. And and the fact of the matter is that every single time something like this happens, people are quick to, they're quick to be like, oh, well, in the Bible, it says that Adam and Eve got together. That Adam did not have a boyfriend or something. Okay. The fuck does that mean, dumbass? The fuck are you talking about? And, all the Bible really is a marketing tactic. That's all it is. Okay? Now, yes, there are some pretty decent stories in there. But, god damn, they're not real, people. Do you really think that David fought Goliath and won? No. I think that was the one with the giant. I mean, he wasn't the guy from Shadow of the fucking Colossus, okay? He can't take down giants at the speed of sound, okay? And the guy that was in the lion pit. David in Lion's Den or whatever. Wait, was David Daniel? I don't know. Some guy was in a fucking lion den pit thing. Yeah, that guy would have fucking been mauled to death. Because first off, we didn't have the guns and the stuff we do now. We don't have the technology to fight these things. And all they really had was a spear and a shield, and even then, that's impossible. That's and I know it's all about morals and shit, like that they're like euphemisms for something, but fuck it. Only thing it has done has said that being gay, and this is where my stance is on it. That this is where the whole thing is. This is why I think the Bible is stupid. Only thing is, it has done has said that being gay or a lesbian is an abomination in the eyes of the Lord. God made Eve. I was gonna say Evie, but I guess God did make Arceus made Evie from Pokemon. God made Eve to be Adam's helpmeet. Help. Help me. I have never fucking heard that before, and that's fucking hilarious. He didn't make another man to be by Adam's side. Okay. Well, if he did, then what's the fucking problem? Are you all like, even if that was the case, where Adam had a boyfriend or husband or something, are you gonna fucking change your mind and be like, oh yeah, gay people exist because Adam and George or Greg or whatever the fuck, you know, like come on, people. You believe in the Bible when first off it's not real. Like, none of this is real. We're all a fucking simulation. I will pray for you, and I hope you make things right with God so you may clear your heart and conscience. God bless you. And of course, that's always their go-to thing. Like, and that's the thing. Honestly, I'm not offended by it. That's all. That part is all goodwill or whatever. But based on everything else that this bitch was saying, that ain't right. And I put a haha reaction there because I think it's fucking hilarious what people can come up with. How fucking stupid. Because, you know, and honestly, if you want to be technical about it, God made everybody equal. He loves, if he meant for it to happen, if God didn't want any LGBT people in the world, he wouldn't have fucking made them, would he? No. So, you need to shut the fuck up. Okay? Stop referring to your false idol. And yes, I'm gonna turn into a marauder for this thing. Because these people were never one of us. They are nothing but a usurper, a false idol. My eyes have been opened. I need to help these people to see that all this is bullshit. Okay? Stop looking at your stupid books that clearly don't do anything right. And you know, because I mean, a lot of people they also blame video games for things and said, oh, you know, whatever, video games cause violence. Yeah, well, you mean to tell me that there wasn't any violence during World War II, World War I, Vietnam War, Korean War, things like that? You mean to tell me that there wasn't any violence before, or you know, before video games? And also, video games did not exist during biblical times, so you can't blame video games for that. Video games will send you to hell. Okay, well, if it sends me to hell, then allow me to be the Doomslayer so I can control it, you fucking idiots. Because someone else said, because they have parents like you, Christy. My kiddos turned out just great. One is 17 and the other is 19. And guess what? I didn't force them to wear the opposite sex's clothing and brainwash them into thinking that they are supposed to be the opposite sex, so therefore they must start dressing / acting, talking like the opposite sex. Thank you for caring so much, though. Means so much that you do. Wow. People. Fucking people. I need to get some water, because damn, this is making me lose my voice and mucus all over the place. Whew. Whoa! Did the mother force the boy to dress like that? No. It says the boys can be princesses too. But if your opinion goes that way, okay, that's good for you. But not all boys who got beaten up are because they're gay. Gays who are beaten up are because of children whose parents and society tell them that it's wrong. That is not brainwashing for the children and parents, because who wants to be gays and be beaten up anyway? Gays would rather be straight and be free themselves from hypocrites of society, but they can't. It's not just a decision of, what will I have for dinner? Your children may be great, but I hope they are not one of those students who beat gays' asses. Thank you for the information. And honestly, yeah, I agree. You know, it makes no sense, honestly, why people have this mentality that that gays are evil and things like that. I mean, they're just humans. We are all human beings at the end of the day. I mean, well, maybe not me. I'm a fucking neko, bitch. I'll meow the fucking anything that moves. But, I mean, in all seriousness though, like, all of us are basically human. Some more than others. But, you know, does it really matter if you're gay or not? No. And honestly, I think it's completely wrong that people will beat the shit out of other people just because of their race, or just because of their sexuality, or just because they're different. You know, if you want to fight me, you better have a damn good reason for doing so. It better not be just because, oh, you're gender fluid or you're gay or something like that. Because then, I will not fight you unless you initiate combat. Unless you fight me first. Unless you actually punch me first. In that case, all of a sudden you're flying across the fucking second dimension. But, if it's just verbal combat, I'll create some words for these people. And Christy, I clearly stated when I made my first response, as well as others, that I did not think it was right for people to beat up on someone, all because of their sexual orientation. I raised my kiddos with that same attitude. I did not raise them to be bullies. I honestly just made a comment to a picture which I thought was funny, and made what I thought was a funny comment. Oh, sure you fucking did. I honestly never thought people would get so torn up over a little old comment, and this is why I said that people who got so asshole over what I said need to get a life. Okay, you may think it's joking, but it's not. Okay, well, yeah, and obviously, again, this whole mentality is like, oh, you know, I've been found out, I've been caught, I've been confronted by people. I should change my thing, be like, oh, no, I was just joking. It was a joke. Come on, people. Come on. Do you really think we're that fucking stupid? You've basically been, I mean, from what I'm seeing, this bitch is totally against it. She's against this. And, you know, as soon as people are like, oh, well, you're wrong for thinking that, this bitch changes her fucking tune real quick. Like, damn. I'd hate to be these people, like, in reality. Like, these people actually walk out onto the town in the fucking streets and talk to these people about this, because if you, I do know some people that will fucking bash your fucking brains in with their fists if you talk shit about them because they're gay or transgendered or anything like that. I'm not a violent person by any means. Maybe in video games, yes, but in reality, you know, I mean, yes, there are people I want to bash the fucking brains out of, but you know, if you know, call me gay just because I'm gender fluid or whatever, I don't care. Honestly, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, 'cause you ain't gay or have children or relatives that are gay, so that's why you call it little old comment. But anyway, so glad your children, you grew up great. Which at the, yeah. And then Ty, thank fuck. Ohio is open carry, so if they try it, light their asses up. Well, I'd love to, honestly. Like, if they were to beat the shit out of me, honestly, I mean, I'm not against guns. I want one. But, you know, I can't really have one because of the whole felony thing. Although, I could always stab him. Yeah, I say I'm not a violent person, I talk like that. That was a joke, though. I'm gonna say it right here, that's actually a joke. I'm not actually like that. Although, like I said, if people want to actually start shit, if people want to actually fight me and punch me and shit because I'm gender fluid or whatever, then I'll be glad to put a few holes in them with my fist. Because people can actually do that if you're strong enough. Actually, I do have a gay cousin, and I don't hate him as a person. Oh, okay. Actually, okay. I mean, this is still basically hating. Anyway, Actually, I do have a gay cousin, and I don't hate him as a person. I just don't agree with his lifestyle. That's still hating, in a way. Because, I mean, you don't agree with them. Oh, I don't agree with the fact you're gay. People, stop being stupid, okay? Again, though, all the people who got or are getting ass hurt need to get a life and stop taking every damn thing so serious. I guess after my little old comment, they needed to go and find themselves a safe space to cry and to express their emotions. This is the point where I'm rolling my eyes and laughing. No, we are rolling our eyes and laughing at you because of how stupid you are and how fucking quick you are to be like, oh no, that was just a joke, you know, I didn't mean for it to be serious. Yeah, well maybe you shouldn't have fucking commented in the first place, or if you did that, your first comment should have been backed up with, nah, I'm just fucking around you, I'm just kidding. Because you know how fucking ridiculous these things are. These people are so stupid. Like, what is wrong with these people? I don't get it. I really don't fucking stand. And that's just one. And it took almost an hour, I think. Hold on. Where am I at into this video? I'm going to have to go back to my PS3. Wow. Almost an hour. I got like 9 minutes. Whatever. Actually, yeah. So let that be set the tone for what most of the comments are going to be like. And there are some, I'm not really going to post any comments here because I don't want to do too much editing. But yeah, let that be a fucking tone. But let that, if you want to see the entire conversation, I'll post a link down below to the to this thing so you can read all the comments yourself. But one thing you need to realize is that I said something, and I'm gonna see if I can find it. And, you know, I said something a while ago about, yeah, I think it was yesterday when this was a big issue. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, that's not me. That's not mine. Where the fuck is my comment? That's the problem. A lot of people are still commenting to this day on this thing. And, you know, they're making a big deal out of something. Okay, so I basically mentioned two things. The one that I can find so far, one of my comments that I posted on this is at 6 p.m. Even though it wasn't really, but was it? Oh yeah, I think it was 6. My asshole itches from all the stupidity and backwards close-minded thinking. And that is true. You know, at the time my asshole did itch, and I being the smart person that I am, decided to attribute that to all the stupidity and backwards close-minded thinking. You know, that was happening, because there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that are saying, oh, no, they cannot, a boy can only be a prince, and that's it. All the masculinity being sucked away from little boys, you know, it's not okay to be too masculine, it's toxic, whatever. And you know, I agree with some of these people. And by some, I mean, I grew up with the people, I agree with the people that agree with this, obviously. Because if I didn't agree to it, if I basically flat out said, no, men and boys can't wear dresses, they can't be princesses, then I would be a hypocrite, because I wear dresses a lot. Yeah, it's the same one, but I still wear them. You know, I still am feminine as fuck. So, yeah. Let me just find my comment. I don't even know where my comment is. So many comments. So many backwards ass thinking. It's pissing me off, really. And again, I feel like in this day and age, it doesn't really take much for me to get pissed off. Because there's so much hypocrites out there. There's so many idiots. There's so many this and that out there. And it makes no sense. And people always say that, you know, that they should, that they're not going to make their child, you know, a princess. They're not going to be, Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't have a son, but mine will not wear dresses if I did have one. Okay, then in other words, I personally believe that you should not have kids. If you're not going to give them the ability to grow and laugh and have fun and express themselves, then what kind of parent are you? The fucking horrible kind that should never have kids. Okay, here's my comment. Here's the real comment that I made at 1:51 p.m. Well, yesterday, at least at the time of this video. I am seeing too much hate on this. Firstly, who cares about what fucking race they are? Any man or boy can wear a dress regardless of race. Secondly, because that's true, it doesn't matter, Secondly, what the fuck is the big deal? If the kid wants to wear a dress, let him. And thirdly, why the fuck do you all got a problem with that? The kid's just expressing himself. You're telling me you would rather disown your child just because they want to wear a dress and be themselves. A lot of you assholes don't deserve children of any kind. ... Fuck you and let the children be who they want. And as parents, your jobs are supposed to love and care for them. No matter what they are, your children... Okay, I probably should have worded that a little bit better. To love and care for them no matter what. Okay, oh yeah. Even sometimes I get confused. It meant to be, your jobs are supposed to love and care for them, no matter what. They are your children. Cherish and love them, because remember, someday you won't have them around anymore. And of course, there's some asshole here. I wonder why only gay men agree with this. Nothing against it, just a thought. And I said, I'm not gay. Well, I'm not. And the same person, okay, boy, you're definitely weird. Normal men don't agree, bro. I know I'm weird, and I don't give a fuck. And that's true. I don't care about the fact I'm weird. Let me be in the minority. I don't care. At least I'm standing up for something that's right. Something that actually, and also that's another thing that's hypocritical. Nothing against it, if I was gay, but the fact that I'm not basically means that, oh, you're weird because normal men don't agree with it. Really? Wow. You're an asshole. And then someone's responding with, normal men don't judge others for what they choose to do with their life. Especially innocent little kids. You bunch of creeps. And I said, exactly. Because I agree, And I mean real people as well. And then the same person that was basically attacking me was like, okay, thanks for that. Wow. But yeah, why can't more people be like me? And see how stupid it is that they're getting offended over this. And I think a part of the problem is the fact that the kid is black. If the kid was white, then it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But the fact that the kid was black that's the problem. And it shouldn't be. Okay? And just like my comment, who cares about what fucking race they are? Any man or boy can wear a dress regardless of race. And it's true. It really is true. Okay, if you have a problem with that, not only are you sexist for thinking that boys can't wear dresses and all that, men, but you're also racist by saying that black people can't do this either. That black men can't do that. Because, you're in a way, I think some of these people wouldn't have a problem if it was white. If it was a white boy, a white kid doing this kind of thing. But if it's a black person, no, they can't wear dresses because they're men and they're black and things like that. Really? Come on. You're about as fucking stupid as I fucking thought you'd be. Even more so. But yeah, and also some people want to, obviously, with posts like this, a lot of people, they want to make it about politics. Oh, this is what you get for voting for Donald Trump. Oh, this is what you get for voting for Biden. What the fuck does that dumbass Trump have to do with anything? What does Biden have to do with it? They're not the ones that are forcing your children or even... It's so much stupidity. I can't. My brain is fucking hurting right now because of the amount of stupidity that is there. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat or anything. There is no reason at all as to why you should be this way. People are fucking stupid. And I don't understand why. Nothing at all makes any sense at all. It's completely stupid. And to see that people are going so far into, basically being like, oh, men can't wear dresses and whatever. It's stupid. You really should not be making a big deal out of something that isn't there. Now, I do have to agree with some people. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to wear a dress, wear a dress. If you don't, you don't. But why is this actually on here? Why are people... why are you even posting it in the first place? I understand why the whole boys can be princesses too movement. I understand where that's coming from. But the fact of the matter is that, these people, they're fucking proud. They do whatever they want, right? They don't care about what other people think. But you got people like this that make a big deal out of it, and they do it for like clickbait purposes, and then they do it for this and that, and it's just like, really? Why are you making a big deal out of something that just isn't there? Like, honestly, I don't understand what is with people. Like, why are you making a big deal out of something that shouldn't even be made out of? And, again, like, kind of like for the chaos critist or shittist or whatever, it's like, why are you making a big deal out of the fact that these photos are going viral? Why do you care? If you want, what, fuck it. And then, some people like Hoi Q Vu actually has some good shit. People legit miss the point of this pose. I think they mean post. It's not about pushing agenda or forcing one into any sort of category. It is about accepting and supporting your child for what they are, basically who they are and who they want to be. As long as they got the fundamentals of being a decent human being, who the fuck cares what they want to be called? Shit, if they want to be a unicorn, let them be a fucking unicorn. Exactly. And I'm going to love that comment because, yeah, it's true. I agree. And, it makes no difference, honestly. People are going to be idiots, and I understand. People are going to be fucking idiots. People are going to be racist, people are going to be sexist, they're going to be homophobic, they're going to be this and that. I get that. It's the internet. They're anonymous, basically. Well, not really, because a lot of these people, they're putting photos of themselves and where they live, so that they're not really truly anonymous, but they are anonymous enough that, that they don't have to really worry about all these people coming after them in reality. Honestly, let these people think what they want. If they want to be fucking stupid, let them be stupid. If they want to be stuck in the 50s and 60s, let them be stuck in the 50s and 60s. Who cares? But, if you agree with me on the thing, then that's good. If you don't agree with me, that's also fine. But just accept your child for who they are or they want to be. If they want to be a fucking princess, let them be a princess. It doesn't matter what their gender is. It doesn't matter what race they are. It doesn't matter what religion. None of this matters. Let your kids be kids. And if you have a teenager or an adult, like fucking 18 or 19, if they want to be a princess, well, when they're an adult, you can't do a damn thing about it. Okay? Because they're an adult. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Okay? They can make their own decisions. If they're a teen, same way. Let them be themselves. Let them be feminine if they want to be. Let them be tomboyish if they want. Let them do as they please when it comes to identity and having fun. You know, don't disown them just because they're gay. Don't disown them because they're gender fluid. Don't disown them because they're not what you wanted. You know, and it makes no sense. And I don't understand the whole mentality of like, oh, men can't wear dresses, boys can't wear dresses. Like, why do you have that mentality? You know what? I'm going to do something here. And I want you guys and gals to comment if you're still watching this podcast. I am going to ask you a question. What do you guys and gals think about me doing this sort of thing? What do you think, guys and gals, about me doing this? What do you guys and gals think about this? Hold on, I'm just gonna get my cat color a little bit adjusted. Yeah. What do you think about this? You telling me I can't wear this? Because I'm a guy? What kind of backwards ass logic is that? Yeah, women are perfectly fine wearing this, right? But when a man like me does it, oh, it's a problem. It's a fucking problem, right? Oh, yeah. We're gonna get rid of fucking masculinity altogether. Well, how about we do that? Because if your definition of masculinity is men not being able to wear dresses like what I'm doing right now, yeah, this strap is broken, so I have to go underneath and tie it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, and okay, I have seen some guys. Like, look at this. See how? Look at my arm. May not be strong, may not be, you know, fucking ultra buff like a buff marauder, but it's something. Like you see, yeah, the strap came loose. I'll have to fix that because I actually kind of want to wear this more and more, you know? And that's the thing, is I feel really comfortable wearing this. And yeah, my question for all you guys and gals out there, is it bad for a guy to wear this? Any guy. You know, any boy, man out there, you know, is it bad? Also, to some of my friends out there, you guys would probably fucking look good in this. I'll tell you what. I mean, I might. And there are days I think I might look good wearing something like this. I'll probably have to get some like string or something and attach it. Because I'm tired of doing that and having it do that. I could be like this. Toga. I've lost my mind, yeah. And again, we've been recording for like an hour, almost an hour. Well, actually, no, I think it's been past an hour. Basically, when you've been recording for as long as I have on a simple subject like this, that's whatever. Now, because the strap is fucked, I don't want to go out and wear this because go to like a library or you know, Walmart. Don't want any nips showing. Because apparently showing nipples is bad for business. Come on. Oh, there's also another thing. That makes no sense. You know, us men, we can go outside anywhere we want. You know, go outside, you know, mow the lawn or something like that. And we can show our nips. We can be like, you know what? Yeah, we can do this. We can be shirtless as fuck. But women can't. Like, oh, the boobs. We can't see boobs outside. Bitch, you've seen a boob. You've seen some boobs in your life. You sucked a titty, okay? We've all sucked titties, okay? Well, maybe not everybody in the whole world, but most of us have sucked a titty. We know what they look like. We watch porn, okay? And even if we don't, we know what they look like. So, why is it bad for a woman to show her breasts outside in public when guys can do it? Yeah, that's another thing, you know. If men supposedly can't wear dresses outside, you know, in general, but women can, then honestly, my personal opinion, men, either both genders, male and female, can show their nips, you know, show their fucking nips, show their boobs and nips, outside in public, or none of us can. Okay, that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense at all how this happens, or why this happens. But society has gone off the deep end. Society is going fucking crazy over something that doesn't need to be a big deal. Fucking pants. Fuck it. But yeah, you get the idea that people are stupid. And that, you know, they make big deals out of something at all, and they think that by commenting things on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or just in general, just comment in life, you know, maybe not on the internet, but off the internet, you think that that's going to stop people from doing what they want with their children. You know, think that they can stop parenting their children in that way. No, that's not the case at all. You know, and you know, it's okay to get guidance. Be like, okay, should I do this? Should I not do this? You know, should I let my son do this or daughter do this, or should I not? And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay, you know, as a parent, you know, it's okay to do that. But don't listen to everybody on the internet when it comes to things like this. Because at the end of the day, do you want your son to be happy being who he is? Or do you want your son to end up like the rest of these fucking bigots out there, the fucking bigotry people that say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, look at this, I'm wearing a dress right now. Oh, trying to. The fucking strap is broke. But I can find ways to work around that, you know. A little bit of necko ingenuity. I think that was the term. I know it's redneck ingenuity or whatever, but it's a little bit of a necko thing. And hey, guys and gals, to those are the people out there that have problems with, you know, guys wearing dresses and people like me wearing them. Well, I'm a guy, yeah, so I guess you'd have a problem with me. This is a problem. See, if I try to get it like this, then that strap comes up. You know what, fuck it. Imagine if this was actually on properly. And some people would have a problem. It's a beautiful day in this Necko hood. A beautiful day to be a Necko. Yeah, I feel like Mr. Rogers if he was a cat. Or if he was like gender fluid like I am. Which he probably, like, if he was still alive, he probably could be, he probably would do this. He probably would, you know, wear dresses and things like that just to prove points and who knows? Maybe he himself could be gender fluid. Who knows? I mean, it's entirely possible. Imagine if people like Bob Ross were still alive to this day. What would they do? Would they do this? Would they do this to help our cause? Would they do this to help spread the word that it's not it's not the end of the world? If, fuck this, I'm taking this off. I am not dealing with that fucking strap. But mostly I actually just wear this one. I just wear this one. I'm like, yeah, you get the idea. And it looks blue, but it's actually black. The way the lighting on my camera is for the PlayStation Eye camera, it's not good. The lighting is whatever. And I probably should not be wearing. Yeah, I'll put. But yeah, if this bothers you, then I'm gonna tell you something. You don't deserve to be on the internet. If something like a guy wearing a dress or anything feminine, if I could put it on right, god fucking damn. Fucking PewDiePie for president. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Does this bother you? Does this bother you? If this does bother you, shut the fuck up, okay? Allow me to be who I want to be, and allow these children to be who they want to be. If these kids want to, you know, if they want to wear dresses and stuff like that, let them. You know, you can't stop them from being themselves. You can't stop them from, you know, just doing as they please. And yes, it's basically no longer really a podcast because whatever, you know, this is the live action skit. Mew. Mew. Mew to the left. Mew to the right. I've snapped. But yeah. Anyway, you want me to go full-fledged female? I got nail polish. I got where is it? Where the fuck is it? A little bit of lipstick, lip gloss. I got things like that. So I can be completely feminine if I want to be. And if you guys and gals out there, anybody that disagrees and says that I can't be who I want to be, fuck you. How about you see that's my face? Meanwhile, try to bash it in while I use my Neko powers on you. Mew. Yeah. Anyways, guys and gals, this Brony podcast has been going on for quite some. That was random. But this Brony podcast has been going on for quite a while. I need to get to the library so I can edit this shit and make videos. Actually, this I think is a dress that I wear outside when I do, because things I don't have. If I had a Princess Peach dress or something, you know, if I had a Princess Peach outfit, I would wear that. You know, because I want to be Princess Peach, goddammit. Or if I had some Monica cosplay from Doki, you know, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, my waifu, okay, I would gladly dress as Monica. That would be awesome. I mean, the two girls I'd dress up as would be Monica and Yuri, mostly. Even though I do like Natsuki and Sayori's outfits in the game, Monica's the best. Monica's the best. That was a little too. Anyways, guys and girls, that's gonna be it, like I said, for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like. If not, it's fine too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams or whatever the fuck else that I do. Follow me on Twitch, because I do live streams on there occasionally. And as always, I just gotta make sure my dress is proper. And it looks weird with me wearing pants. I probably should not be wearing pants. I'm gonna take these off. Oh, poor. No, I'm just fucking around. No, I'm not gonna do that. You thought you were gonna get to see my penis, but guess what? I'm becoming an asshole by the end of this video, I swear. But anyways, as always, I will see you all. My chair is falling apart. Damn. In the next video! Peace out, people. And bro hoof. Boom. Meow, 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 bitch.